Situation report. The destruction of the Death Star, the Empire's weapon of terror that had so cruelly taken the lives of those on the planet of Alderaan, has sent a ripple through the galaxy. Its destruction has woken in the people the chance, the hope of victory. Our ranks have swelled, but our forces, those of the Alliance to restore the Republic, are spread across the galaxy. Rebel cells that need to be united, and not just against the tyrannical rule of the Empire. They're not the only threat, but those of the corrupting influence of the crime lords known as the Black Suns, who, in the chaos of the Civil War, have gained great influence and power. They've stepped further and further outside the shadows of backroom deals and smuggling, and openly attacked entire star systems with hired guns and mercenary groups. Worlds like Ryloth and Rhodia have been annexed by the Suns. Their populations are used as forced labor or worse. The galaxy's in a dark place, I'm not gonna lie to you. But heroes are standing up to the fight. We've got assets in every corner of the galaxy. In the far edge of the unknown regions, our command staff organizes with Bail Organa's daughter, Leia, and of course our leader, Mon Mothma, are currently stationed on the cold world of Hoth. You might get a kick out of this, but the guy that took down the Death Star, he's some farmhand from the Outer Rim. He's also stationed at what we're calling Echo Base on Hoth. It's mostly a training and supply base, but it's fairly well hidden. From there, Leia's organized the local star sectors from Mustafar all the way to the mining planet of Alduin. Speaking of the Outer Rim, General Kota and his militia are still alive and well, based out of an Old Republic cloning facility on the world of Camino. His space-capable forces are limited outside of a retrofitted Venator-class battleship under my command. From this beautiful piece of spaceship technology, the Liberation, Kota's cells managed to hold on to 2 worlds. The home of the Bothans, our main personnel intelligence training base, and Rathana, whose CEO of the Rathanan Heavy Engineering is sympathetic to our cause. As you well know, the closer you get to the core worlds, the thicker the Imperial presence gets. In the Expanse regions, a man named Kyle Katarn has been working with the Wookiees in the forest moon of Kashyyyk to help fight off Imperial enslavement operations. They've managed to hold their own. I feel bad for the Wookiees. It's not even just the Empire, it's the Trandoshan hunting parties giving them trouble. Word is Trandoshan is being funded by the Black Suns now. Not sure what they're up to, but I can guarantee it's not in the Wookiees' best interest. The world of Onderon is a mixed bag. The population's been fighting invaders going all the way back to the Clone Wars, but with the loss of Saw Gerrera, a local freedom fighter and hero, it was a heavy blow to the population. They're loyal and tenacious, but they're also on the Imperial shit list. As Space Forces go, we're spread pretty thin. Rebel 1, one of the old Clone Wars Providence classes, is currently orbiting Makir, out near Mandalore, which the Black Suns have moved into, so we shouldn't expect any help from those armor-clad badasses. Moncal and a few of the systems going all the way out to the ice world of Renvar are under our control. Don't know what we'd do without the support of our fishy friends. Their shipyards are online and at our disposal. They may even have an admiral that's interested in joining us. One of our contacts, Han Solo, yeah, Solo from the Death Star attack, has reported that the Telos government has signed on with the Alliance, so they're feeding us credits and intel. The Corporate Sector Authority has chosen to stay out of the action, so has the Hapes and most of the Hutts. Well, let's be honest, it won't be long until they figure out that no part of this galaxy is gonna stay out of the oven for long. To be completely honest with you, even with this new surge of galactic support, the Alliance is in a rough space. We've got infantry squads and platoons spread all across the galaxy. New fighters sign on all the time, but supplies and resources to keep their ships running are in, well, short supply. But if we're ever gonna make a difference, if we're ever gonna have a hope of overthrowing the Empire and reinstating a government that's for the people, there's no time like the present. This is CaptainShack of the Liberation, out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome back to Empire at War. Today we are starting the campaign, the fight for the galaxy. We're fighting in the Galactic Civil War in the mod Awakening of the Rebellion. Now, this is, from what I'm told, the last closed alpha that's gonna go out to testers. So that's the whole point of this campaign, is to, one, have a good time playing it and test the mod to see if there are any major issues or balance problems. Now, this has had very recently an AI update, so I have no idea what to expect. Now, there's going to be a few complaints, for sure, because I'm playing as the Rebels, like I tried to do in my last campaign, but it ended up ending because we had some save game issues. Those have thankfully been fixed by actually the developers of the game. So there has been a patch on that. If you're having issues with save games being corrupted, or you have the last few months, that has supposedly been fixed now. Anyways, we're taking control of the Rebellion. And I know I'm gonna get some complaints about playing the Rebels over the Empire, but this is Awakening of the Rebellion, and they're my favorite faction. Now I will come back at some point and play through as the Empire. And I wanna do the Black Suns as well, because I heard they have some really cool mechanics and units. But anyways, here are our main objectives. Our main objective is to, well, conquer the galaxy. Now the first thing we have to do, because we're on a test build, I have to delete this probe. That probe is a test script, I guess, unit that allows you to see the entire map. I've deleted that now. We can no longer see what the enemies are up to. So what is the state of the galaxy? Well, I had an idea. I'm not sure if I did it for this video yet, but I was going to do some like the state of the galaxy kind of intros. So maybe I made one of those. Hopefully I did. Let's go ahead and turn on all the things. You'll notice all of the buttons have moved. Now they're up above these new filters, and these are filters to show, there's so many units in this that they have to actually filter them. Only works, by the way, when the game is unpaused. I'm gonna keep it paused for a second though, so we can get a look at where the galaxy is at. So down here, our command staff, the leaders of the rebellion, we've got Mon Mothma, who's giving us a plus 100% to planetary income. I have to remember to dispatch her to some place that generates more income than a frozen rock like Hoth. Hoth isn't bad, but I bet if I put her on something like Bespin with full upgrades, it would be bringing in a ton of resources. So we have this like space sector down here. Hyperspace lanes in this, you can't go around them, you have to use them. Some mods let you kind of jump around to other worlds, but not this time. So, what we can do is we can actually send most of, and this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move our space forces. Oh, here we go. So if you're a tester, make sure you delete the probe is what it says. And then Awakening of the Rebellion, Mon Mothma wants us to take on, I think it'll pop up in a second, a handful of planets. Now what's cool about this is that's the primary objective for the map, is to take out, I think it's like Quat Shipyards, Coruscant, and a couple of others, but it doesn't end the campaign. It makes it so you become the New Republic and you get the New Republic units. That's a thing in this, very cool. There's also a bunch of like generated missions, but we'll see those as we go. All right, let's go ahead and unpause. I'm gonna move some of our forces to, let's bring up, oh, hey, we've got Rogue Squadron. I think this is Rogue Squadron. It's Wedge. We got Luke in his X-Wing. Here we go, you made it. We made it. In our desire for a new republic, many systems now give their support. Therefore, it is time to take to the next step. We must attack the most important core worlds. And she's now given us a list of core worlds, which we can go in here and should take a look at, and I think it'll tell us somewhere active missions. And we need to remove the Black Sun from the galaxy. The three factions we're fighting against, by the way, the Empire, which controls the majority of the galaxy, including the deep core worlds. If you scroll down mostly to the south, you can kind of see where the balance is at here. This is the Black Suns, the criminal faction. They've taken over planets like Ryloth, Geonosis, Tatooine, Rhodia, so the Outer Rim worlds, and then some of the Mid-Rim. They've got some random worlds like Trandosia, which is the only way through is through Kashyyyk, which is kind of cool. And then they've gotten their corrupting mitts onto Mandalore, which actually has Mandalorian soldiers that are backing them up, and I bet you anything, I wonder if it'll say on this sheet here. Yes, faster production. Mandalorian mercenaries and Mandalorian vehicles and starships are produced 20% faster on this planet. I bet they can obviously build Mandalorian soldiers and merc groups, so. Dathomir they own, they have this like chain over here all the way up to Scipio. And then they own a couple of worlds down here like Ord Mantell and Ilium, so small collections of worlds. Now there are a couple of other factions that you can't play as in this mod. We've got Nal Hutta and the Hutts. The Hutts do not control Tatooine, so I guess at this point in time, I guess, where's Tatooine at? Tatooine is right here. So I guess Jabba has signed on with the Black Suns and is going against the Hutts in this instance. So yeah, there's Nal Hutta. Let's see, what other, so the other factions, you've got the Hapes Consortium here, the Hapes. They've only got a couple of planets, so not a huge deal. And then we've also got the, what are these guys called? Like the Core Sectorate or something like that? It's kind of like the police force back here. Now, they do have their own AI and their own operations. They can attack us, potentially. I don't know if they will. This is new AI, like I said. We own a collection of planets up here. We've got Bastion, we've got Molynus, we've got Dantooine, and all that jazz. So most of our big ships, though, Mon Calamari, and the only MC-80 that we have, this Liberty class, is actually over Mon Cal right now, which we probably want to give orders to move over to our, Jabim, so we can actually hold on to this a little better. Let's move all fighting forces. Now, they did bring in, as a new unit, the Rebel Transport, and it has the repair ability, which is kind of cool. Do I want to try to fight for Yavin, or do I want to bring my troops back? Because that's right on the border of Mandalore, and that could be a problem. I'm thinking pull... We could pull back and we could hold here. Because as the start for the rebellion, one thing that I have been warned about from the other testers is that as the rebellion, we are the underdogs, and we seriously are in this mod. We don't have any real capital ships down here. We're gonna move these forces and do our best to hold Ilium. You know what we might do? I'm gonna give the order. Yeah, you've got an ion cannon. So one of the cool things about this mod is that they've really balanced out the income generation and how much things cost. So if we put our mouse over our total credit income per week, notice there are a lot of negative numbers on there. Starfighter Shipyards is a station that we can build that allows us to build things like X-Wings and Y-Wings. But notice it's taking 300 credits, and if we build more of those, it's gonna cost us more. Well, an ion cannon, we've only got a handful of ion cannons, minus 450, and if I sell it, it's gonna give us 4,500 credits back. And if we really do wanna try to hold territory all the way at Ilium, we may wanna just, let's pack up this ion cannon. So I'm telling my troops to dismantle it, and then we'll have them, ooh, wow. Okay, selling a structure is about half the cost. Mon Mothma, if I move you, do you lower the cost of buildings in the territory? Your building construction time goes down by 20%. But that's it. What about you, Leia? You have your own bonuses as well. She gives a 5% combat bonus to all units. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I may put her into space. But she also increases planetary income. All your heroes actually have an interesting role to play. I think I'm gonna move Leia out of here. I like that she gets charges and the ability to take cover for her ground combat abilities. She can also remove corruption. She's got all kinds of abilities that she can do. Our forces are moving in. We're gonna move these space forces in as well. We have the resources to go ahead and build an ion cannon. But see, the problem that I have is this is our command staff, and if we're going to hold this world from Imperial attack, or even from the Black Suns, yeah, we're gonna need an ion cannon here, because we have no heavy ships here. Let's go ahead and pick up, I think it's a good idea. We'll pick up an ion cannon here. We'll also dispatch a small group. Let's take a blockade runner, maybe a Nebulon. Nothing too crazy and something easy to hyperspace out. And let's send them over to Bespin once they make contact. You guys are gonna defend here. We'll try to upgrade their space station as well, but we're kind of gonna dig in as the rebels for a little bit. We have made it to Bespin. Let's just do a little scouting. Nice. So it looks like Bespin was neutral. Nobody else had arrived first. So rebel forces are arriving at Cloud City now to meet up with Lando Calrissian. Maybe we can cut a deal. I love that they've got these little cutscenes, and there's also missions that you can do. So say we lose Luke Skywalker. We'll get a, that's not English. Oh, that's not basic. We'll actually get a mission to go rescue Luke from one of the planets. So if we go and conquer a planet on the map, I think they're random, we'll get that hero back. So it's not just like on up, yeah, look at that income, 331. So one of our priorities has to be defend Bespin. Now, one of the base structures that we get in this is the Rebel Camp. This thing, not only does it generate resource for us, if I put my mouse over here, let's see, Rebel Camps, we're getting 1,311 credits, it's the second one down, just for having Rebel Camps spread across the galaxy. So this is like our bases of operation on those planets, where we're training new, let's go ahead and then pause for a bit, let that build. Training new troops, which we'll be able to build infantry from here. We'll also get a lot of free units from that outpost to defend the planet with. So they're fantastic in a bunch of different ways. All right, feeling pretty good with what's going on down here. I think I'm gonna tell Leia, it's a little high risk, but I'm gonna tell Leia to go ahead, ooh, a little bit of lag there, to go ahead and head on over to Bespin.
Underway.
And while you're en route there, and we're attempting to defend, we got Rogue Squadron, and a handful of ships, and a Tier 2 space station. So it's not terrible. I'll feel a lot better when the ion cannon's online. Let's go ahead and look at what other planets we have. Now, in the, I would call this the mid-rim, mid-outer rim, our 2 worlds over here. Actually, it kind of spreads between all 3. We have Orthana and Camino. I think Camino's in the outer rim, isn't it? It's like right on the edge. And then Bothua. Now, the Bothua's a big deal because here it gives us automatically, we can build more of these, but we already have an intelligence station here where we're going to train our spies, but more importantly, we're gonna get our rebel sympathizers here. Rebel sympathizers, always, the Rebellion is always low on credits and spare parts for the fleet to keep their forces battle ready. Thus, they are dependent on donations all over the galaxy. This is where the sympathizer comes in. He's basically gonna smuggle credits for us. We'll go ahead and hire on 3 of these guys to send them out. This is a world we don't wanna lose. Though the problem being, it's completely surrounded by Imperial forces. And you can even see, we've got a few ships, no enemy fleets thus far. So, okay. Well, I can always rebuild it. Let's go ahead and let those units build out. And we'll take the forces off of Orthana. We don't really need you there. One of our capital ships, one of the few capital ships we have, is the Liberator. We've got Rebel 1, which is an old Providence class, and we have the Venator Liberation. This is the unit that I actually voiced, if you didn't see the spotlight for this. We've also got Kota, General Kota, Jedi Knight, from Force Awakens. I don't know if he was in anything before The Force Awakens. Very cool character, though. And he's got his militia. He survived Order 66 by... He didn't believe clones could think creatively, so he didn't want any in his battalion. Now, that saved his ass when the order came down, so he gets to keep 1 Venator, he gets his militia units that are there, and on this world, we can train troops a little bit cheaper, 15% cheaper, from the Kaminoan training areas that have already been established. I assume they're just old clone trooper training facilities. Also, Rebel Special Forces. Now, I have yet to use these guys yet. Altarian Rangers join the Rebellion to begin training with the Infiltrators. That way, the already skillful squads gain even more perfection and receive the best training the galaxy had to offer. Very cool. We're gonna have to build some of these guys. Now, they might be able to do raids. I know my normal troops can't. Kota's, yeah, there's his militia. Freaking cool. They have their A280Cs, one of the most kick-ass rifles in the Star Wars universe, I think at least. All right, so we're gonna get some more Space Forces there. We could potentially focus on a Outer Rim war, and this is where I'm gonna talk to, I want your guys' advice. I'm thinking a mission objective that would do us a lot of good in the long run would be something like liberate Ryloth and try to push the Black Suns out of here and connect to Utapau. If I can connect to Utapau, we could maybe do Aradu, Sullust, and get our connection to Hoth over here. Wouldn't be too bad. And I think, I mean, we might be able to pull that. Do we have any other forces here? This is all Hutt territory. Toydaria, it looks like, is neutral. We could make a play for Toydaria. I don't know if we'd want to do that. There's no bonuses here, though, so it's not really something that I want to fight over. That's something to think about. That's long-term plots. Long-term plans, long-term plans. Manan's kind of cut off. I mean, we could, actually, no, it's not. We could move to yeah, you know what, Manan, there's not a lot going on here. What's your bonus? Nothing. You have no bonus. I think we're gonna pull out of here. Let's get some money back, load up all forces, because you're right next to the frickin' core worlds. This is just doom waiting to happen. So let's pull our forces out of here, go to Onderon. All rebels, pull out of there. We don't want to hold on to too much territory that causes us trouble. We could make a play for Kessel. There's not a lot of reinforcements that the Empire would manage to get through without going through, like, Alderaan, which nobody controls because it's just a wreckage field. You think the Empire would control this? Or maybe, no, I can't detect the base, so I don't know what station they've got there because it's a wreckage field of a planet. All right, our forces are falling back. There's the Hapes. What do we want to do with the Concord Dawn, that planet that's in the Mandalore system? Not a lot we can do. There's Rebel 1. At the moment, we could pull out of here. Rebel 1 doesn't have a lot of backup, and it's not super useful if it doesn't have a fleet to support, right? It'll get overrun by enemy TIE fighters if it gets caught out of position. We could make a play for Ithor, but that puts us in the middle of 2 enemies. I don't think that's a good idea. So we're probably gonna wanna, yeah, we're gonna wanna pull back. And Concord Dawn is just ripe for the taking from Mandalore. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do some strong early plays. I'm gonna order our forces to pull out of here. Concord Dawn, what kind of bonuses do you get? You have no bonuses. Well, let's not fight over a planet I don't really care about. We are actually pulling out of here. Yep.
I hear you need my services.
Concord Dawn, get out of there. And the ground forces that are here can now make their run for Kashyyyk. So let's send our Rebel officer.
Right away.
Rebel officers, who's in this transport fleet right here. One of the best units in the game, I think. It allows you to have air units, air support on the ground. You get an X-Wing and 2 headhunters, which is pretty fantastic. Now this, ooh, we're getting a little bit of frame drop. It's a nicer looking fleet. I can dig that. I can dig that. Oh, look at that frame rate. What is going on there? Okay, it's smoothed out. It's smoothed out. Ground forces, you need to go ahead and hit the deck.
I hear you need my services.
You're going to help these Wookiees hold. I don't know what you may be up against, but I don't want your transport sitting.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Bespin. We have an enemy fleet approaching Bespin. Pause. What do we have? Oh, we gotta move Leia onto the ground. And we've got Lando, and we've got Luke on the ground. Oh no. I can try to pull her out of there. Get her into hyperspace. Yeah. Yeah, evacuate, go. I don't think we can get anybody else over there for reinforcements, and I'm gonna still try. Damn. What do we have? Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We've got an Acclimator. It's a lot of salvaged Clone War tech the Black Suns are throwing at us. A Kirlian Destroyer and a Venator. Kirlian Destroyer, what are you good against? Strong against MC-80s and Star Destroyers, excuse me? Weak against, all right. So Kirlian Destroyer was intended to be freely available on the market straight from the beginning of its development. She was constructed by the Kirlian Engineering Corporation before the Clone Wars and is still popular to this day. The design is very robust, fast, versatile, armed adequately with 2 Diamondback H9 turbo laser towers, a laser phalanx on both broadsides, as well as 3 ion cannons on the bow. Wow, okay. And she's up against a Nebulon B. Oh, that's it. There's no space station here. There's no space station here. Begin the battle. We're gonna have to pull out of there. That Nebulon B is good, but it's good as a support vessel. We're not gonna use it as an assault ship. It's, at best, support vessel. It does come with, I think these are the versions that have a hangar bay on board, but it's a hangar bay for like 1 squadron of, I wanna say X-Wings. I think she comes with X-Wings in this. So, we'll see. Planetary bonus, your turbo laser defense towers are 5% cheaper galaxy-wide because of the Tabana gas. It makes sense, and that's a really good bonus because those turbo laser towers, 1, incredibly useful, 2, super expensive. All right, begin the battle. There's our forces. All right, we're not gonna stick around here, so yeah, there's the X-Wing squadron I was thinking of. And don't underestimate the fighter squadrons. They are really good in this. They do seem to hang out a lot longer. All right, so let's go ahead and come about. There is a bug with this skybox. The developers, Bullet is already well aware. He's gonna be fixing that before release, I bet. He's definitely well aware, so come about. Let's get out of here. Weapons charged. Yeah, it's any direction you look, so. All right, giving the order to retreat. I'm gonna have to do this again because I ordered some reinforcements to get here. I was thinking maybe we could get there faster.
Enemy forces ahead.
Now, I saw a pop-up. I don't know if it's true or maybe this is just a holdover from the vanilla game, but there was a pop-up that said that Rebels have the ability to hyperspace out faster than any of the other factions. Let's just get you on the deck. I would feel better. Let's begin the battle. We're not auto-resolving anything. Sadly, Luke is gonna have to hold out on the ground. He does have an HQ there, and I do have enough cash to buy some turrets. So maybe what we'll do is we'll mount up an attack force. It's only 3 ships. So we'll mount our defense force and we'll head on over there and see if we can stop them. Hopefully the Empire doesn't take this as an opportunity to attack our 1 sector. Oh man. In the last AI version that I was testing over on Twitch for this, the Empire, or actually the Empire, the Black Suns never attacked Bespin. It was an income generation source for my first like 10 weeks. It was really a non-issue. Now it's a bit better of a battle group. We might even be able to get stuff done. What worries me is they have a Venator. Now, it's not like a modified one, I don't think, like mine. We have Rogue Squadron. I mean, we have the best of the best here. And they do have their strike ability to chew through the enemy, but all I've got is an old Dreadnought. No, let's play it smart. We'll play it smart, and we'll come back with a proper fighting force. Yeah. We'll come back with a real rebel group, so. Retreat. Yeah, our hyperspace is only 5 seconds instead of 10. That's awesome. That means hit and runs are much more doable. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Not that 10 seconds was a big deal in this, but if you do need to GTFO. Oh, where are you going? Why are you going that route? That's not a route. That's not a route, right? No, that's not a route. That's lies.
Location confirmed.
That's lies and cheating. All right, Rogue Squadron, meet up.
I hear you need my
Quickly
services.
before the ground forces arrive. You know they're coming. Let's give somebody hyperspace orders to go in first. Just scout vehicles, fine. And engage quickly. You know there's ground forces en route. Some kind of mercenary organization's probably coming to kick the crap out of us. We want to get the Bespin fast and take out these Venators. Oh, they pulled one out. They pulled the rest of the support ship fleet out, and now it's only a Venator. Let's read what this is. Bombardment can do orbital bombardment. I love that it tells you how you can use them. Let's see. Built by Quad Drive Yards, the Venator Star Destroyer is in high demand on the black market with its 8 heavy turbo laser batteries, huge hangar base, strong shields, good armor, and speed. It's a beautiful ship. Its high price indicates the rarity of this class of item in the open market. Even the Empire still uses these warships in the Outer Rim sieges. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that the Black Sun own the Outer Rim. And do they know something I don't? I wonder if the Empire will actually try to siege the Outer Rim right now. When I think Outer Rim, I think what's the hyperspace lane that goes out toward Tatooine? It's not the Kirlian Run, is it? It might be. I may be totally off on that one, but it's mostly Black Sun out there right now. They own everything from Geonosis to Tatooine. All right, let's begin the battle. So the sensor differences, oh, there's that weird bug. The sensor differences in this are pretty intense. So unlike something like Thrawn's Revenge, where it doesn't really use the sensor system, or Fog of War, they kind of just got rid of it. In this, ship size really matters for sensor range. Let's do something a little bit faster, actually. Nebulon would probably be a bit faster. Honestly, I could have just brought a fleet commander in. Let's get a little bit closer. We don't want them to get away. We'll bring our fleet commander. What's she in? Yeah, she's in something that can actually book hit, so take a blockade runner in, overload the engines, and get closer to this thing. It can rip her ship apart, so we don't really want to mess with that, but I definitely want to get closer fast. I'm worried he's going to hyperspace out, so we need stuff that can break through. All right, boost your power to engines. Go, 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 go.
We've located the enemy.
All right, we got a lot of incoming fighters. Fighters engage. Break, break, break. 2 more blockade runners are coming in to give you a hand. Good grief, she just got hit by bombs. Oh man, what do you get? Overcharged weapons? All right, let's get some fighters in here. A bulk cruiser to see where our target is. There she is, there she is. We're a little closer than I thought. All right, Dreadnought, go, go, go. Repair unit, go, go, go. Bombers, go. Engage, engage, engage. Y-Wings are coming in. Y-Wings are coming in. Let's get another repair unit up there. How are you doing? That ship is going to die. Holy crap. Well, that was a waste. All right, engage, boys. Engage. Y-Wings, I want you using your ion cannons. Don't try to disable. Just don't try to disable his shields. Just knock them out. And let's clear the skies real fast. Bring in a couple more fighters. How are we doing over here, boys? You should have been able to knock this out fast. Yeah, use your strike ability and clear the skies. Good, now get over here. We're slowly working on it. Dreadnought, man, these things are freaking powerful. All right, your defenses are already down, so do the thing. Are you repairing? As fast as they can, as fast as their little transports can. Stay out of the direct line of fire. Fall back, fall back. 2 Nebulon Bs are starting to fire. Let's take out their hangar base as soon as possible. And then engines. Actually, engines are probably the better idea now that I think about it. A couple more Z95s. You guys need to suck up some of that damage that they've got coming in and help take them out. Let's start pulling you out of range. I hate to do this because you're most of my damage, but These repair units, though they do repair, it's not for much, is it?
Ready for action.
All right, we're getting into this fight. Let's do this. Rest of the fleet. Engage, engage, engage. Take out the engines, take out the engines. We've got to take them out. Tell me you're gonna get out of the firing arc. Hey, you're almost out of the firing arc, well done. How about you two repair ships? Stick with them. Oh, man. This particular side of the map is just really hard to get stuff done because your units, like there's nothing I have down here that, other than maybe building tons of Y-Wings, is great against these slugfests, right? Oh, that's terrible. We won't do that. But you guys are doing the job. Looks like, no, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. We're gonna be able to take this Venator out. He still has a hangar.
IPV reporting.
Nicely done. There's nothing to run. Now take out those fighters quick.
Y-wing standing by.
Don't let them get away. And our Dreadnought, in terrible amounts of damage to it, survived it. So we did lose a bolt cruiser. A little sad. I thought that'd be a little bit more umphy with the tankiness, but I did come out of hyperspace point blank range. So, and we lost the Z95 squadron. Though we did hold on to one of the most important credit production areas that we can get our hands on. Let's get a space station online. As soon as that's up, man, we need more fighters. We need more fighting capability down here. We could go with a bunch of X-Wings. I don't really want to pour too many resources down here just yet. Not just yet. All right. We'll focus on getting the space station online. As long as they can't take the ground, right? I mean, that could be the way that we defend it. Luke, get into orbit. You'll be more useful. Lando, you've got that extra planetary income, so you're doing fine. And you got your HQ on there. Yep. Approaching. Enemy fleet is approaching Bespin. Oh crap! And I bet you anything.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, it's a bit larger of a force this time. It's the support fleet. I mean, there's that Kirlian ship and the destroyer that's still in there that we're gonna have to deal with. But damn, Bespin, you may have grabbed my attention. We may have to deal with that. All right, before we start, let's just start the battle. Let's get back in it. Defending Bespin. I wonder if those were coming back to reinforce that Venator. Like they were already in hyperspace before the first battle started. Potentially. Oh, I don't want to lose this. This is 500 credits. 500 credits a tick, and we still need to give orders for our credit thieves, our sympathizers. That's what they're called, to get out there. I want to send one to like Coruscant, and that gambling planet I think is pretty good on income. Kato's pretty good. We need another dreadnought. We need more firepower. All right, so there's the entire fleet.
Enemy ships have
I wonder if they'll fall back.
location. These invaders must never set foot on the planet's surface.
Keep your eyes open. Do have a couple of hero units, as long as they don't get out of position. Look at that fleet. I don't know about these GR75s. They don't seem, unless trying to like fall back and repair your units that way is the way you're gonna do it, they don't seem that useful. Sometimes they won't even auto repair unless you're on top of the ship, I've noticed.
I'm on my way.
I love that they're in though.
All aboard.
All aboard.
There they are.
What do we have? All right, Rogue Squadron, go.
Easy target.
Luke,
Yes,
go
Commander.
with them, since you
Moving.
should be part of Rogue Squadron at this point in time.
Yes, sir.
Get in there, clear them out. Let's own the skies before the battle starts. Okay. This is the perfect time to start down the
Your orders?
Y-Wings. Go ahead and make your run. Switch over to your ion cannons. Let's take out those shields as quickly as possible. Dreadnought, go ahead and bank and engage. Z95s, hold. Hold.
Engine activated.
Rest of you engage. We can take this down quick.
What can I
Luke,
do?
I need you. so it begins. Actually, Nebulon Bees and Dreadnought focus on the support vessels. Hold your position, you should be in range in just a second. I'm less concerned about this guy down here who's being chewed up by my Y-Wings because there's no fighter support down there. Yeah, engage those fighters, clear them out, boys. You need to bail. You need to bail. Get out of there. You know what, fall back. Transport, oh, transport, you gotta go. I love that you two are repairing each other, but you got to go. We're gonna make like a little repair. So, look at his health. Oh, if I ever needed you to survive and run, it's right now. It is so right now. Come on, take out those targets, take out those targets. So last time I fought, wow, you're losing health fast. You fall back. We'll deal with him later. He doesn't even have engines. I don't care about him anymore. Y-Wings, get up here. Acclimators. Last time I fought an acclimator, I found them so tanky. So tanky. All right, here's your job. Repair that ship. We lost the other repair boat. And I think that still holds true. You can even see their cannons. Like, look at those monsters. We're getting the job done at great cost. Please don't, oh, you gotta survive again, Dreadnought. I know, I need more of you. One Dreadnought just really doesn't cut it. Oh, he's shifting his fire now. Make your attack runs. I love the Black Sun logo on top of it. Like hell they are. Target those engines, nothing gets away. I think I already got his engines. Yeah, we already got his engines. So there's probably maybe a couple of fighters somewhere. Who got away? A couple of my light transports, but we managed to take most of the fleet. All right, well, it's a thing. We won it. We'll take that. Man. I mean, we're not gonna be able to counterattack anytime soon, and I need to pull these forces back. That's the way we're gonna do it. We're gonna have to defend this planet on the ground. Fall back. Cancel the construction of that space station. Here's what I'm gonna give you.
Building started.
That's all you're getting. You're invested, and then I'll put some ground units on there. We're gonna hold this planet in space, this one on the ground. You're not taking it, because as long as we can hold the ground, we should be okay. Look at that number go up. It's still improving. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. You know what we can do? As long as we don't lose the space base, we can move some ground forces over there to help them reinforce.
Moving to coordinates.
All right, that's done for now. Hoth. Hoth, how are you doing on... No, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build our ground forces. We're gonna turn this into a ground training base once this gets built out. That's what we'll do. We'll put down a, we got a light factory going down. We can upgrade that later. So we need to start making our own place. Camino, we gotta start stealing cash. That's what we gotta do. Let's find some weighty planets that got a lot of income coming in. Kato, 502. We're gonna send a Rebel sympathizer there to start their recruiting. Go ahead and head out. Coruscant's probably a no-brainer. Actually, Devron's right here, and that's worth 256, so go grab a piece of that. And let's get you out of that Rebel fleet. We don't need a Rebel sympathizer with the fleet. Wow, that lag. That chop. Let's move you to Coruscant's 200. It's not bad, it's not great. Wow, Umbar is worth a ton. And I can build, what is this? Oh, it's a warehouse. So warehouses, this is cool. Warehouses, it's actually where you store your gear and equipment, meaning, if you look at the bottom of this description, it will increase the speed at which we build fighters and frigates, because it's a medium one. I think if you get a large, it probably does the same thing, but for capital ships. Something we'd probably want to pick up at like, well, at Mon Calamari. Now, I'm not one to sit around for too long. What do we have on the ground in Mon Cal, by the way? Another ion cannon. We're gonna move this. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna pick up, what should we do? We can actually build, oh no, that's how this works, right. So it'll show you the vehicles that you have like the technology for, but you can't do anything with it until you get your next global tech tier. So we can't build like quasars right now. We can't retrofit these old freighters for carrier duty until we get tier 1 space tech, says at the bottom. Well, there's your tier 1 space tech right there. Not true for level 4 space station though. We can't already pick one of those up. That's 10,000 research. But it's worth it. We're gonna do that early. We're gonna do that early. Is there any kind of mines that I need to build or anything like that? I don't I don't think so. The only planet that I think had a building for... Oh, we can't do anything with it yet. Mining, I think, was that one. Renvar. Renvar, you may be getting... Ooh. Shit. Okay, there's a Black Sun fleet. It's got a Venator in it. It's got a lot of support craft. Wow. I would love to push out from here and head south, but we could hit the wheel, maybe. Picking and choosing what we want to do. To save us a lot of grief, actually, we might go hit Trandoshan and free the Wookiees. We have to leave this asteroid belt, but really, what is this asteroid belt doing for us right now? At least we can reinforce the Wookiees here from Kessel. We can hopefully help out Onderon if they need it for backup. And we could group them all together and hit Trandoshan right now. You know what? Let's do it. Go ahead and fall back.
On my way.
Let's get you guys stacked together. We're going to call in the reinforcements. We need the rebel cell from Onderon for this attack. And we're going to go after...
Enemy fleet approaching.
Bespin again.
Now for some profit.
Bespin's going to be under attack. I wonder if it's the ground forces for the invasion that they were going to try to do.
Tactical battle.
No. It looks like Clone Wars tech is attacking us. Oh, really? Really? Did we, and we never, okay, just auto-resolve it. Ah, that's too bad. And our forces are going to fall back. So we can expect to be attacked shortly. Did that ion cannon never get built? It did. All right, I'd love to do another space station. Can we afford it? Tier 3 space station? Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and get it built. We have a mission. What do we got? So, Mon Mothma has sent us a mission. Production. The Alliance needs every credit it can get. Unfortunately, it does us no good if we do not spend it to protect ourselves. Build the specific structure to receive a reward. Build 2 Alliance headquarters, and we'll get improved T-1B hover tanks. We get three battalions, I guess, whatever you want to call it, of hover tanks. 3 units of hover tanks. Yeah. Alliance headquarters, though. The problem with Alliance headquarters, if I'm not mistaken, is that they're 5,000 to pop, and I've got to build 2 of them. I'm not against the idea. Actually, Bespin would be like the best place ever to build one. It doesn't seem like I can actually do that, though. Why not? What does it take to make a Alliance headquarters? It's a tier 3 structure. Upgrade the Alliance headquarters to Alliance base. If there's a medium factory on the planet, it will also upgrade the heavy... Oh, to a heavy factory. Is that because you're building... Like, this doesn't give us the option. Oh, certain planets are limited to what they can build. Right. So, Alliance... The Rebel... Oh, you can have an Alliance base on this planet and a heavy factory. And that's all you can have on it. So I could build potentially the heavy factory. Yeah, about that. Well, what about... I'd love to get those free units, but that would cost me 10,000 credits to do. So that mission's not going to happen anytime soon. All right, let's go ahead and cause some trouble for the Trandoshans and give the Wookiees a reprieve. We can even use... And just because it'd be narratively awesome to have a commando group of Wookiee troopers for the attack. We're gonna build some of those. So let's move our space fleet to Trandoshan. I don't know what we're about to run into. I probably could have sent a long probe Y-Wing to find out, but I can just scout it in-game too. Send a couple of fighters out. It didn't look like the stack was too big. It's just taking on a space station. We do have a capital ship in this battle as well. We've got Rebel 1. They've got our backs. Cheaper production. Trandoshan mercenaries are 10% cheaper on this planet. Okay. Can you build them in other places? I bet this is like the only place you can build them. I'd stick with Wookiees anyways. But there are planets that have special units, like Mon Cal. You get the Mon Calamari commandos, or troopers, which is pretty neat. I've not built them yet. And then I guess Trandoshan gives you Trandoshans, which I guess some of them would be, you know, part of the Rebel Alliance. Not all of them are just out bounty hunting.
Awaiting command.
There is definitely a ship down there.
Location confirmed.
Came up on the radar for a split second.
Stronghold. This presence must be eliminated before we can liberate the
let's get Kyle Katarn in here.
On my way.
With the Moldy Crow. That's a ship's name, the Moldy Crow, I think. Yeah, there she is. With Moldy Crow. You have any abilities?
Ready for action.
Engine power.
Let's get going.
You have no
Awaiting your
shield.
command.
No wonder these die, like, instantly. They don't have any shields. They have no
Advancing.
deflectors. All right, come over here.
Confirmed. What's
You.
up?
All power
Moving.
to the engine.
Full burn.
Order acknowledged.
And get your ass over here. The Moldy Crow has arrived in the Trandosha system. We need something with a little bit more sensor range. Well, why don't we just go straight to Rogue One, or Rebel One?
The enemy is approaching.
Okay, that's a sensor range. It's gonna be some Clone Wars shenanigans here. I can't see the space station. Let's move a little closer.
Reporting in.
Rebel 1. Launching its fighters. There she is. In her first combat engagement for the Rebellion. See if we can do this with 0 casualties.
Ready for commands.
We do get... How many squadrons do we get coming out of Rebel 1? Deploy your forces and prepare for combat.
Flight systems
Moldy Crow,
engaged.
stick with the
On
fleet.
my way.
We'll bring in the support vessel as like a fallback point,
Let's
maybe.
move out.
And now let's get a battle group of dreadnoughts
We'll be that soon.
to kind of flank
Moving out.
Rebel
Heading out.
1. So the battle group is coming in. Guys, go ahead and form up. Get into formation. I'll bring in a couple of Nebulon Bs. That'll give us a few extra fighter squadrons. I think that could be really, really useful. Don't underestimate what a space station can do. I'm gonna have Rebel 1 engage first because it's got the shield generator. It's got that extra overshield that it can kick on. And then hopefully most of the damage is gonna end up coming from our dreadnought. So let's go ahead and give the order.
Open fire.
Go ahead and engage. To the south here, I'm gonna bring in a
Reinforcements
bunch
en route.
of Y-Wings to help take the shield down a little faster.
Reinforcements
Get a couple of
en
blockade
route.
runners in to help with the fire. All right, Dreadnought engage. Go after that.
Yes.
Hold your position.
For the Alliance.
Holy crap, what did you just pop? Must have been a support vessel. We could bring in some R-41s. That's rocket squadrons. Let's do that.
En route.
All right, Y-Wings, go ahead and engage. Bring on your ion cannons.
Weapons charged.
Rest of the squadron move up.
To destination.
Yes, Commander. They are no match.
Dreadnoughts, you're looking okay. Take out the frigate. Take out the frigate. Nice, his shields are already down. Y-Wings are getting a little uppity.
Roger that.
You guys are going in a little bit faster than I would like. Let's bring up the blockade runners now. We need you, but not that far up. How's the shield doing?
Rebel 1.
You've already overloaded it. Crap. Okay, focus fire on that.
Too easy.
Dreadnoughts, open up on that ship. You guys should be able to just wreck this. That model is so good. The model and texture work in this are great. Dreadnoughts, we need your fire support. Take that frigate down. All right, it's time to bring in the Y-Wings have already engaged, but not the thing they were supposed to. You know what, scratch that. We're gonna go for the bombing run. Try to break through the shield generator. There is enough of them that I'm gonna give it a go.
Calling for me, sir. Copy. Moving out.
Don't let them get you. All right, torpedoes away. Subsystems are pretty tanky in this, it seems. 'Cause that's a lot of Y-Wings that got through.
Roger 6. Hold on.
I want you over here.
Got a pick. Roger that.
Rebel
All right, Rebel 1, start pulling around.
confirmed.
Dreadnoughts engage. Dreadnoughts engage. Let's just get the extra damage and get into range. How are you doing?
Ready to battle.
Trying to pull out, but I think I've got him. He's got to go around the dreadnoughts. All right, Nebulons, perfect time for you to go in. Fighter squadrons, clear them out. Clear them out.
Ready to fire. Warm up.
I need you over there. All right, looks like got to cut it a little closer than I would like. Let's bring in some more backup.
Reinforcements.
We lost something.
Reinforcements en
We
route.
lost something. He's got enough health to do it. Reinforcements are en route. Go, boy, go, go, go. Headhunters coming in.
Reinforcements en route.
Cover his escape. Cover his escape.
Reinforcements en route.
There you go. And then the non-shielded randomness. How you boys doing? Space station is down. All right. Woo!
On my way.
And the shields are back online. Excellent. Woo! That's fine. That was fine. That was close. That was scary. No losses though, and we took the level 2 space station out. Fantastic. Now we have to do the ground invasion before this is over. All right. Did we get our Wookiee war party? He's only 10% built, and I can't wait for you. Anywhere else an enemy comes through is going to take them longer than it would be for me to get my troops back there. So, Umbara, let's go. I want that armor there too, because I don't think there was a lot of armor in that squad.
Now for some profit.
Here we go. And hopefully we've got the orbital support from the fleet. I assume Rebel 1 gives you, no, we've got Y-Wings, we should be okay. We've got air support. We can call in some bombing runs and orbital bombardment if we need to. It's too bad I couldn't bring any Wookiees over here. That would have been perfect.
Yes.
All right, our troops have hit the deck. They've even got the, they've even got desert camo on.
I'm here, sir.
Very cool.
Can do.
Let's grab our drop points
Ready.
and
Sometimes
call you
the
in
best
some
path is not
support.
a direct one. Scout out all the options before leading your forces to the enemy base.
Enemy has been
We've
spotted.
secured.
Oh, we've already got incoming.
Course
What is it?
spotted.
Lots of infantry.
Turret constructed.
Take cover and hold this position.
Reporting in.
Of course it's infantry. Trandosians. Now, you can't rush drop points in this. The reason being, do a sensor node, get in the bunker. The reason being is that everything that drops infantry has its armament, it has weapons, so they will clear a drop zone. No problem.
Construction
Kyle,
complete.
Heading to position.
come on in. I'm gonna give you a couple of
Heading out,
rebel
sir.
infantry squads. We've got rebel infantry, and then we've got
The base
trained
is
rebel
under
infantry.
attack.
So I guess this is the more advanced
Right away.
version. Let's bring you in. We'll bring some light vehicles as well to support you. What else did you drop with? A commando team with an anti-tank launcher. I dig that. All the lats. All right, your mission objective. The reason we can see most of the map, I built the sensor node. These have been massively buffed to make them actually useful. I know, as crazy as that sounds. You know what, scratch that. No, I want you with the squad.
Awaiting orders.
All right, what do we got? A lot of incoming from the enemy base. I like this map. This is pretty cool. We've got a lot of incoming from the enemy base, and the AI is building defenses up there, so we're gonna wanna take this so we can get a bigger fighting force. Okay.
Combat speeder copies.
Infantry,
Ready to go.
Swamp speeder ready.
What do you need?
we're gonna move out after they attack. After they attack. Let them come. That way we can clear out a few of them, then we'll push forward. Now they've got a headquarters.
You keep these
It's not
men
called a
distracted.
headquarters, it's called something else, but it's gonna give them a lot of free units. There it is right there, Black Sun Outpost. That's what they get.
Can you give me a little
And
cover
the locals
fire?
are on their
I'll follow
side.
your lead.
And we do capture this planet, it's an immediate
Let's move out,
800
man.
credit
I'm
income.
moving.
We're right behind
So
you.
as long as we keep our losses down, we can actually keep just crawling forward, cover
Order
each other.
acknowledged.
We'll actually
You
make a
keep
profit
these men
on this.
distracted.
Wow, attack move was like, let's just charge them. You're doing okay so far, you're doing okay so far. Oh, I love it. Commando group.
Target sighted. On my way.
I don't like the sound of that.
Heading to position.
All right, you light vehicles, pull back here. Infantry, all of you take cover.
Cover.
Hold that position. We can capture this point, we'll be looking pretty good.
Will do.
Open fire.
Roger that. Ready for action.
Is this like pre-Jedi? It is. He's not a Jedi. He's just running around with a pistol. Not bad, not bad. More reinforcements will be there in a second. Don't get divided up. Don't get spread out. All right, we're gonna call in a rebel officer. We're gonna do that though back here where the bunker is.
Heading out,
I don't want to
sir.
risk losing him. Reason we're calling in a rebel officer is so we can get our air units. So ground support is inbound. We can now bring in some more vehicles. We'll bring in a couple of these hover tanks. These guys, if I'm not mistaken, these are the ones that I can switch over to decently like mid-range rocket fire to take out vehicles. Or we can use the turbo lasers, one or the other. And we can plan our assault. Now it looks like they've already built a couple of proton torpedo turrets. Fires 4 ground-based proton torpedoes at fairly long range.
What's
If
up?
I'm not mistaken. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you shooting at, Tex?
I copy.
All right,
Yes,
get
sir.
into the bunker.
Copy.
I'm gonna make you group 1.
Copy.
Take that
Target
out,
confirmed.
take that out. There's our air units. And we've got our rebels in the bunker, so we should be able to hold here. That Clone Wars tech, man. It may be old, but it's useful. This is one of the reasons why I want to play Black Sun at some point, because they get some cool units. You know what, I'm gonna bring you some armor and some more infantry. And if they stay near the drop zone, oh, he died right before it. Now, I don't think this is a test for science, but I don't believe. Head on in there, boys. Calling in an airstrike. Yeah, the proton torpedo launcher is not the anti-air unit. It's the ground one. Cool. Vehicle is down, or anti-vehicle turret is down. We can start moving our forces forward. Forces are very separated. Group it up.
On the move.
Group it up. Air units, take out their artillery. Take out that heavy gun. We wait a few more seconds, we can call on a Y-Wing, Kirlian Gold Squadron. Maybe unnecessary. Hold. All right, infantry, start making your push forward. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have the infantry push forward. Dig in, move up.
Ready to go.
Dig in, hold your position. You've got thermal detonator. Let's go test that. Is it vehicle only? Buildings. Use it on the building. I wanna see how much damage this does.
We've secured
Did he do it? Did he chuck it?
On the move.
I didn't see him chuck it.
Heading out.
All right, let's go ahead and build these.
Constructing.
Get you guys a back to tank.
Constructing.
I don't mind building these because if we ever have to defend this planet, though this is Trandoshan, they'd have to take over Kashyyyk. Not saying they can't, definitely possible. I have these turrets built, they'll actually save it, so. Shazbot, what is that? Mass driver, high velocity, ignores shields. Oh damn, it's doing some damage. Kill it, boys, kill it. Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. All right, looks like we're doing okay.
Destroyed.
Kill those ground units. You know what, fall back. We're losing too many units for no reason. Fall back.
Destroyed.
Call it in. Just call it in. Bombing run inbound.
Squadron reporting.
Taking some casualties. It's like we've got air units. There's Gold Squadron. Okay, Gold Squadron wasn't able to knock it out.
Attacking target.
Is that one of their... Yeah, hunting parties. Take it out. Switch to your rockets and give me a couple of long-range rockets over here while their infantry moves in as well. Building is down. Just got a clean house. Switch back to your turbo lasers. Running where? Where are you guys going? Planet is ours. Oh, the accuracy of rocket weapons was down 50%. I didn't notice that on the debuff screen. Interesting. So that shows you how many free units they got for having an outpost. How many of those Clone Wars units they got for having an outpost. Didn't lose anything, though we did lose individual units. We didn't lose any full squads, thankfully. We're being able to move our troops back. Not bad for a first episode, I think. We managed to take one planet and start setting up our defenses. We didn't do a lot up here, so we need to give some orders and get everything straightened up here with Molinist. I'm thinking move all of our stuff to this world here as our front line to protect these different separate worlds. But we'll see. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this series. You want to see more of it. This is kind of like the pilot episode. I'm going to be playing this mod anyways because it's amazing. I hope you enjoyed that intro that I did, or have yet to do as of recording this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later, everybody. Dun 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 dun.